Yeah, I mean, this was a total effort. We were down, obviously, Noah Williamson. Noah caught a really tough break this week with elbow to the eye that, just shifted during the week. So he's been a trooper, and his energy was felt tonight on the bench. But I'm really proud of this guy next to me. Tonight we honored our seniors. And I've said this a few times publicly, but taking over the job, 3 of the 4 seniors I didn't recruit. And so I have such an appreciation for these guys because they've been very open-minded to my intensity levels, our messaging as a staff, and their consistency as human beings. They show up every day. We've had some really tough losses, but we've had some great moments as well. And tonight was one of those where we've been working towards putting together I would say, a complete game from June 10th to now. And we feel internally that we have better basketball to play. But I'm really proud of Joshua Bosco. I think that he is a testament to resilience. In a time where seemingly if you don't like your playing time, the results, you leave. This guy stayed through and stayed true to who he is as a person, worked tirelessly to put him in a position where I rely on him every single night. And he's a great example in the world of college basketball right now for a guy that, for anybody that's looking at somebody saying, I don't really like my role right now, he's a great example of someone that just stayed in it and worked through it and came out on the other side. And I think all of us alumni, putting my alumni hat on right now, are very proud of what he's accomplished, and we have ways to go. So it was a great effort. Army's a great team, holding them to 39% at home. That is what we've hoped to accomplish during Patriot League play. To go undefeated at home is a really impressive feat for us, and I'm just really proud of this group. The last time we played Army, it was 116 to 110. It was more like an NBA score than a Patriot League score. And quite frankly, I think it probably shocked the entire country to see a score like that coming out of the Patriot League. And so we've been preparing, knowing that they're very explosive offensively. And I thought our defense in the beginning, even though they were, from a percentage standpoint, was near like the 50% mark, I just thought our defense set the tone. And then this guy comes out and he just flying around, and he showed what he's capable of as an individual playmaker. And when you have somebody as fearless as this guy, who's a senior, who's a captain, at that point he's elevating his game. Everyone just follows. And that's what you saw. You saw a guy that came out, he was fearless, he went right after it, and everyone just followed his leadership. Yeah, I mean, look, Josh Fulton has been coming off the bench and providing such a spark for us. 11 rebounds, 5 were in the first half. To out-rebound a team as physical as Army is certainly an accomplishment. But really, I look at the numbers, you say, okay, 18 assists, that's terrific. Oddly, we made every shot but our free throws, which we have to continuously work on. But out-rebounding a team at this time of the year, at home, where we are fighting to put ourselves in position right now. We're not looking ahead. I would say that these guys understand that every day is important. We keep it as simple as that. And tonight they did what they needed to do to come out of Soika with a win. I mean, I will say this. The energy was amazing. And we've been working towards having a Soika pavilion that really shows the country on national TV what Lewisburg, Orange, Pride, Energy, and Bucknell basketball is all about. And this, I'm sure, on TV was an unbelievable showing. And obviously we had some special guests, and I heard that at halftime. We heard it, but A-Rod banked in a 3. And so that is a super cool situation that we were able to make enough shots for Bucknell basketball, and A-Rod hits a 3 as well. And he's a big, for anybody who doesn't, this guy is an enormous baseball fan. He's a Toronto, I want to say Maple Leafs. They're not the Maple Leafs. The Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, I'm a Phillies fan, so I kind of tend to forget that the Blue Jays exist. Yeah, I feel like we've been playing pretty good basketball, to be honest with you. I think that the results can be distracting. I think we've had some sequences within some of our losses and some of our wins that we've really tried to clean up. And but from a complete game, like start to finish standpoint, this was certainly up there as one of our more complete games. And we did it with the next man up mentality with Noah down, and Noah's having a player of the year type of year for us. And I just thought that the attitude of the group carried right over to the floor. And again, led by this guy who was just fearless from the start, and we fed right off of his firepower. Yeah, I mean, so we really try internally to live in the moment. I mean, yes, these are two big games in front of us, and on paper, they're really really important opportunities for us. And the way that we talk about it internally is this group has earned the excitement levels to be playing in such a important time of the year for something that they've set out from the summer as a goal. So I'm really excited for them. I as the coach and the leader, we're in the trenches together. I'm really excited that they've earned this opportunity. And so we don't talk about the bigger picture. We have our goals. We know our goals. We talk about every day. We're going to do what we do after every game. Tomorrow we'll watch film on ourselves. We'll watch a little bit of our opponent, and then we'll get to work. And many teams this type of year, in my experience, would taper practice. We practice hard. We practice hard. We practice defensively very hard. Everything's very physical, very game-like, and very competitive, and it shows. And I think right now what you're seeing is a group that is just like-minded in their approach, and we're not thinking too far ahead.
I think physicality is the biggest thing. They're a very physical team, so whether that's defensively or on the boards, physicality is the main thing. And then they're very top-heavy in their scoring, and we really have to hone in on their top scorers and just make it as difficult as we can for them. And they're really good players, but with really good players, you can't really stop them some of the times. You just got to make it as difficult as possible, and I think we did a great job of that tonight. I think we're playing really well. I mean, we're approaching every day, like, just to get better that day. And like Coach said, not looking too far ahead. So when you take that approach and you just want to play for each other and play for a bigger picture, no one here has any individual, like, goals that they're, like, being too selfish or anything like that. We're just playing as a team. We all love each other off the court, which I think is why it translates to that on the court. So when we just play for each other and play hard, I think that's the result that comes. It's very important. I mean, anytime you can get to a fast start, I think it's important, especially when we played them last time and they got off to the fast start on us and we fought our way back. But you can ask yourself, like, what if they didn't get to that fast start? What would the game be like? So anytime you get off to a fast start in an environment like this where it's a good energy in the building and just feed off of the momentum, and I think it's great. Not changed too much. I'll say the only thing that changed a bit is just like the post touches, getting him the ball on the post. But other than that, everything remains the same. We just want to play with pace, play confidently, shoot shots when we're open, and move the ball. And so that's why I think we were able to adjust with him not being out there, is because we didn't really have to change too much. I think the regular season speaks for itself. I mean, we went undefeated in regular season at home, and we've struggled a bit on the road. So for us to be able to earn the spot to where we can get a couple of games at home, I think is going to be huge, and we're looking forward to it for sure.
I got my coat sent to me by a great alum, Larry Clock, who's been a tremendous supporter. He sent it to me in the mail last week, and I wrestled with wearing it or not. I had a little bit of a fashion show last night, showing my wife a couple different color variations. Will this work? Well, at first she was like, absolutely not. So, but we changed it up enough, and hey, gave it a rip. It's an orange out, you know, and I'm part of the community, so I wanted to be involved with that orange out.